Hey, that was kind of weird. I gotta really like fix this stream deck up for changing the scenes because still haven't really changed it since the I guess in the migration to Twitch. But hey guys, how's it going? Give me a quick second before we start the intro to get Mark online here. Hello, Mark.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Oh. It's going good.
Good. Um, I don't know if I want to like go ahead and start the intro. Maybe we should. And then we'll just do the introduction for Phil afterwards. Yeah,
He's
sound
on the
good?
last
Sound
couple
good.
of No Heroes.
Meanwhile,
I
yeah,
know,
I
it's
guess.
like, wait this long for this man. He's still in here. I'm just like, bro.
Wait, what's going on?
It's like, we started this late because we were waiting for him, and I'm just like, bro.
Yeah, I understand what's going on. Oh, we really should start with the intro. But hey guys, how's it going? My name is Justin,
Mark.
and you're watching or listening to episode 375 of DangIT Prodcast. We have Mark here, as you guys can hear, but we also will have Phil on the other line too. But he's currently wrapping up on No More Heroes 1. It looks like he's near the end. Actually, that's kind of a lie. I kind of already know that there's a little bit more than just what he's going through right now. But we'll see like when he pops in. We'll give him some ample time to jump in. In the meantime, we have topics that he has like written up as well. We won't touch those ones, but we'll see about like just touch up on some things that
He's got
happened this
a
week.
lot of them.
He's got a lot of stuff. He's our designated video game boy.
He is the video game boy.
He's the one who owns.
He owns video games.
He certainly does own video games. And speaking of which, I could probably go ahead and just start off with something that probably isn't like on the topics, but just something I did earlier today. I went over to GameStop and Best Buy as well to pick up No More Heroes 3, hence the additional trip to Best Buy. But I initially went to GameStop first, and I remember when I walked in, and I guess to give some context, Phil was streaming like I think the night prior to today, and he was saying how apparently GameStop has kind of been selling out of like all their No More Heroes copies, and that's a good thing to hear for the franchise, but it's also a
One,
bad
two,
thing
or
for
three.
me.
Like all of them.
Yeah, so I
Like,
literally
all
walked
of the
into this
series, or
game.
just three.
Well, just three,
Okay, there now. I know.
because I mean, like, they don't have like any of the physicals for like the first two, but for three, they literally, I mean, they were just kind of cleaning up, and I walked in. They were saying like, "Hey, welcome. Like, are you looking for any particular genre or like what kind of platform?" And I was saying Switch. They were saying like, "Oh, well, cool. Well, just to let you know that we're currently sold out like physically of all the No More Hero stuff. But just like let us know. We can like do an order so we can deliver it over to your house." I was like, "That's fine. That's fine. I'll just keep looking."
I would literally just do digital so I could play it.
What was that?
I would literally just do digital so I could play it. Literally is all I would do.
Yeah, it's true. It's weird because I probably would have went digital too, but one, I don't really have like a bigger like micro SD. It's starting to fill up a lot, and the next thing is that I met Phil, and so that seals the deal there. So now I'm just going back and collecting physical stuff, which is why at that GameStop I got what seems to be the last the last copy that they had of Hades right here. They also had Octopath Traveler as well. It actually, oh, and it's a pre-owned by the way, but it's actually relatively in decent condition, like the box itself. But double checking like the game cartridge looks good too. So hoping for the best on this one. I'll have to try to like boot it up like later today to see otherwise, but I'm happy that I got the Octopath Traveler physical because I was thinking that at this point those are like really hard to come by, and granted Octopath is available on Steam, so thank goodness the accessibility isn't like a problem. That's kind of the beauty of like digital copies now. But yeah, I thought it was pretty much like all sold out at that point, kind of like how Atelier Ryza 1 is. I did see like the second game, and I was reminded that like, oh yeah, Telluride 2 has like a PlayStation 5 version, but it's a digital download for that, or a free update once you like buy that physical. But yeah, so now I finally got the physical copy for Hades. I was saying that like Hades is worth like buying it digitally and physically. It's so much worth in it. And actually I wasn't able to look inside because they actually sealed it up a little bit on the side here, but yeah, so I got that. But I also went to Best Buy to get the actual like copy of No More Heroes 3, so they had plenty over there, so I'm happy about that. I was just busy trying to remove like all the pre-owned labels, and well, just labels in general, because GameStop just likes to do that, and causes me anxiety when I try to remove these. You're just scratching it, and you're like, please don't leave a mark.
Please.
Please don't. Because I think I messed up on opening what was it, Transformers Devastation, which was actually also on like at GameStop too, so that's a very limited type of game. But yeah, I ended up messing up on that one. And you know what, like looking at Octopath like right now, at the very least I'm happy that it's just kind of a little bit of scratch marks, because I also noticed that there was a copy of, what was it, the game called, Owlboy, and I mean it's a pre-owned, so like you look at the front, it's like, oh, there's a little like marks right here and there, and you turn the back, you're like, oh my god. You should have seen the condition on this one. It looked like some dude's cat like looked at the back cover and then was like, owl, and started like grabbing at it like, Charlie, no.
No.
So it's pretty messed up in the back, so I didn't go for that copy. But yeah, but I'm also glad too, because video games are expensive. Oh, why do they gotta be? That's why I've never like, and I guess it's kind of partially my reason as to why like I'm only doing like Switch as far as physical collection of games, because you know, PlayStation 5 put down a fresh $70 for a video game, you're like, oh my god. So I'm not doing that yet. And Xbox,
Fresh
you already know the Game
$70.
Pass. Game Pass
That
is
young,
golden.
young fresh $70.
That young fresh $70. Oh god, dude. At some point, but right now I'm just gonna hold off. Sheesh.
Right now, no. Just no.
Yeah, just no. But yeah, that's what I did today. I've been pretty busy today, just doing a little bit of laundry, just going out for that, and just kind of sticking around to like Phil's stream as well. It looks like he looks like he's pretty good on like finishing No More Heroes 1 today, although he may not be able to.
That's what you think.
I'm predicting that he's going to stop playing it at certain points so he can jump in onto this podcast, because
Bold of you to assume he's not going to try to finish it.
he was saying that he wants to finish it. It's just that like it's going to take a while. If he continues to play, he might not even make it for the podcast if we do the hour mark. If we don't do the hour mark. Gabe says, why so early for this podcast? Poor Gabe. One of these days he'll return back to us, to the normal time zone. Oh man, there's a lot of things that I'm seeing the full list that Phil is like left out. I was like, oh damn, that's right, that did happen. Ooh, I do kind of want to talk about it. But Mark, you have a couple of topics that you have here on the list too.
Correct.
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 So, but what about Destiny 2, Mark? What is going on with Destiny 2?
Destiny 2 Witch Queen, that was announced. Looking really cool. Looking to introduce a whole bunch of stuff, including what I found very, very interesting. I mean,
Mm.
Weapon crafting.
Oh, weapon crafting. Oh, that's
That was
interesting.
an interesting
That's
thing
immediately
too.
interesting. Sold.
Weapon crafting. On top of that, a new world to come in with the story, which is cool to see because the next main villain, the villain that we've known for a while, Sabathon, is about. She's the sister of the main villain Oryx from the Taken King.
Oh, okay. I do remember the like that. I remember that name. But so at this point, like with Destiny being out for like a while, um I mean, I don't even know like what their like timeline of like events being released, but if you know better than like I do, what do you foresee as far as like that timeline? How long will Destiny 2 kind of keep running on with like add-ons?
They're looking to go for a while.
Hmm. Well, that's a
Like
definitely a good thing.
ever since they split with Activision, I vastly prefer the direction they're going right now
I see. Well,
because they're focusing more on, you know, them, not multiplayer. They're focusing on the game. They're focusing on Destiny as a whole.
that's actually really cool, especially if like I mean, obviously there's still going to be active players, but if um if the popularity for the game just continues to go, I mean, we could see like very much so like a Destiny 3 maybe. I mean, depends on sales and the general interest, but like if people continue playing through the DLCs like over time, then certainly we're going to see like developments of a third game. And with everything built up like from the second one to all these additional like story content like added to the game, you could see like a pretty like jam-packed third game like whenever it's announced slash released.
If it's released, because it looks like they're going to keep building off of Destiny 2 right now.
And then maybe that might be the case for now. So a Destiny 3 probably
Because
won't be announced or even like finished for a while.
also they're going to be touching up the regular subclasses to match the new stasis subclasses that were added in Beyond Light, which gives
Okay.
aspects, ways you can modify your abilities,
Okay.
which is really cool. And they also announced, of course, because we already knew the expansion after Witch Queen Lightfall, which will be the second to last of
Mm,
this saga or this arc,
I see.
which is the arc of light and dark, light, like, the light and darkness. And
It,
that is
mm,
it will end, and you're gonna laugh at this, I can already tell, because
okay.
this name, you either love it, you hate it. The name of the final expansion for this arc is the final shape.
The did you say the final ship?
The final shape.
The final shape. I mean, I think someone else would know better than I would, just like going based off that name. I was curious though, as far as oh man, there was actually more scuffed up like sides on this game. But
And also
so
it's crossplay.
oh yeah, it is crossplay. So with Destiny 2, it's actually free, as we all know now. Um oh, is that
Yes.
oh shit! It's Phil.
I made it.
Hey Phil, let me go ahead and swap over to the Discord scene. We were just talking about the additional expansion for Destiny 2, and I was about to like ask Mark, you know, like for someone who has barely started like on a PlayStation like version of Destiny, might just start over Destiny 2. Um to get to where you're at, Mark, or just like to the latest expansion, how long would that take?
Uh, I wouldn't say more if as long as you play it every day. I wouldn't say more than 3-4 days.
Really?
That's if you're trucking it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was about to say, like, Jesus, dude.
But it's also like the thing is, with every new season now, everybody's power is bumped up at the same starting point. Like right now, they bumped everybody up to like 1100. That's the power start this season.
Okay.
What?
And I really like the direction. Ever since they split from Activision, went free to play, and they've been focusing more on the story rather than the multiplayer.
That's nice.
I think it's been a good idea.
Oh, just a quick update. I finally removed the pre-owned label on this Octopath Traveler.
There you go.
It was a struggle.
My-
Trust.
My God. What did I miss, by the way, real quick?
Too much?
We're trying to like kind of like extend it out just in case you wanted to hop in early. I know that you're trying to finish No More Heroes, so I was just kind of going off
I
on that topic.
didn't get to finish it.
Damn.
So, well, I beat the boss,
Oh,
and
okay.
apparently there's a ending, and then there's a real ending, and you get to choose. And so I started real ending thinking it was just a cutscene, and it ended up being another boss. So I was like, I'm out to wait till
What did I say? I was like, I think there's more. So
I was like, well, because they ended it right, and I was like, no, where's Henry? Where's the dude that killed the rank 5 boss? There's no way that he just got away. And then there he is. I was like, son of a bitch, I knew it. I was close, but I will finish it soon.
Nice.
We're getting there.
So Phil, how are you doing?
I'm all right. Pretty hot today.
Yeah, I was out for a little bit too.
You are looking pretty fine.
Thank
you. You set me up for it.
No, I'm waiting for my chair.
Your chair?
Office chair is so squeaky it kills me.
Did you get a gamer chair?
I did, but it's should be here today, is what it says.
Nice.
All right, next you need your G Fuel fridge.
Yeah. I mean, I have the mini fridge still, but like that, I'm not gonna put it in here just yet.
Maybe. Is it had the clear see-through thing on the front?
That a what?
Is it a clear see-through kind of front of a fridge, like the mini fridge? You can see what's inside of it.
No.
Oh.
I wish.
It's not a stream-friendly mini fridge then.
Yeah,
it's not stream-friendly mini fridge. It'd have to be like stacked like literally on top of like that decor that you got like right behind the couch, just so we can see just a little bit of it.
Yep. But other than that, I've been all right. Been playing No More Heroes on stream.
Nice.
Been playing East still. I'm on the chapter before the last chapter, I think.
Nice.
And then picked up No More Heroes 3 yesterday.
Nice.
Awesome.
I was able to snag a copy today too, so I was like, okay, so I'm good on that for now.
Yeah, those are interestingly weird to get right now. Like, I'm sure Best Buy had a couple copies, but the GameStops all over the place don't have them. It was very weird.
Yeah, it was really weird, but I mean, good on them as far as like the sales for No More Heroes.
Oh yeah.
Just happy
but
that
I mean,
like
No More Heroes is never a series that sells money. Like, it's just really for the fans.
Niche.
I mean, I just saw
it is very niche, but
yeah,
not anymore. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
That's not true. This is the last game. So.
Damn.
Not anymore. It's the last one. Bummer.
Yep.
Travis
strikes again.
But here's the thing.
I think Suda51 said he wanted to name it No More Heroes 3 Final Bout, the Galactic War. That's what he wanted to name
what
it.
What a title.
Oh my god.
But I think somebody at his company said, nah, that's too long. So he said, all right, No More Heroes 3.
Meanwhile, you look at the reversal cover on this game.
Oh, goddamn superhero.
Goddamn superhero. Video game cartridge.
Oh, that's a reference to Travis Strikes Again, but yeah.
Nice.
Because Travis Strikes Again, like the whole point of that game is like you're inside a video game console, the death mark. Yeah, and so like that cartridge, quote unquote, is for that death mark.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. The goddamn superheroes, because that original trailer back in 2019.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. It's the one with Fu, the bad guy, and he's just like, I'm a goddamn superhero. And I was like, oh shit.
Jesus.
He ain't fucking around.
You ain't playing.
And I guess while we're on the topic of like No More Heroes 3, which is kind of linked to like Nintendo stuff, I want to give a proper shout out to Nintendo, just kind of wrapping up this week with the hype of No More Heroes 3, but also the Metroid Dread trailer.
Yeah, you're right.
So, oh god, it's such a wonderful trailer.
Dude, Metroid Dread looks amazing. That game, I don't even have to play that game to tell you that's a Game of the Year candidate for me. That game just looks that good. I can't wait. Dude, fucking Kraid. Kraid is back. Kraid. Oh my god. I don't even know how that's possible. She blew the fuck out of him like on fucking Super Metroid.
She beat the fuck out of him like twice.
Yeah. Twice. Not only in Metroid 1, but in Super Metroid, she fucking blew him up.
Mm.
But I don't know how that's possible. Maybe it's clones? I don't know.
I was thinking that. I was like,
We'll
wait,
find
great,
out.
where are your belly buttons?
Yeah, well, because Ridley was a clone in 4. He was made out of the X-Parasite.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Actually, it's kind of weird because like Samus Returns has a Ridley as well, and we kind of assume in like the first Metroid like he's gone.
He's dormant because Metroid Prime takes place after Metroid 1.
This
So
is
he
true.
becomes a Meta Ridley.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
Mecha Godzilla, bro.
Yeah. God, that
Mecha Ridley.
that fight way back when.
Oh, are you talking about Kong versus
Yeah.
Godzilla versus Kong? Yep. That's good shit. That's
Good
good,
shit.
real good shit.
When the Godzillas were
Gamescom-
fighting and Godzilla was getting the shit beat out of him, Kong was taking his sweet
Yup.
time to get back up, resuscitated.
Yup.
But Gamescom had a lot to show everybody.
It had a good amount to show. I wouldn't say a lot.
There was a lot in terms of content, I would say. Like I said, just this is a big load of stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't
was-
really following it myself, but what do you guys have to say about it?
I enjoyed it.
It was cool.
Nice. All right, so on to the
Yeah.
next topic.
I mean,
do you want to get specific details? Morgana and Super Monkey Ball is cool as hell.
That's
of
cool.
course.
Makes
But
sense. Sega.
He's not in the main game. It's DLC, so you're gonna have to pay for him November 2nd.
Nani
I
the fuck?
remember Super Monkey Ball though. Super Monkey Ball is a nice thing to see.
Yeah, Super Monkey Ball.
yeah.
Banana Mania is looking really good. It is essentially just a remaster of the good games, so 1, 2, and Deluxe.
Mhm.
But all these cool characters they're adding to the game that you can also use in the mini games essentially add so much variety because let's be honest, you're gonna play Monkey Target. Like that's like the best mini game in the entire series, and they got it right. So that and you could play as Kiryu in this game.
Mhm.
It's incredible. He's in a ball.
He's in a ball.
He's in a fucking ball, and it's amazing.
And you've already heard me gush about the Infinite cinematic. I loved it.
Oh
Oh yeah,
God.
that was
Yeah,
really nice.
Halo Infinite's looking real good. The Halo Xbox Series X looks
That
godlike.
looks sexy.
It looks godlike, but
It's
too
too
bad
good.
it was like gone day one already.
I'm not surprised.
Same.
So were the Elite controllers. Those were gone too.
I wanted one.
Those were.
It'll be sold by scalpers.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you 90% of them were scalpers.
Your only other chance is Target, GameStop, and that's it. Because the others, and Amazon, because Best Buy already sold through their pre-orders.
Damn.
Microsoft Store already sold through their pre-orders,
Mm.
and Walmart sold through their pre-orders. So really, you're just missing
Even
those
Wally
three.
World.
Yep. My friend tried to get one. He has every single Halo console since the original Xbox.
Damn.
Damn.
And he's really wants this one to make sure he keeps the collection. Like he waited to
the
get a
Halo
Series
Reach
X for
360.
this.
I had the Halo Reach 360.
Damn.
Nice. That's a nice one. The silver one?
Yep.
Yep, that's a nice one. I like the Halo 3 like original 360 model. That one's
Oh,
really
that was
nice.
real nice.
Mm.
It was real nice.
That one's really cute.
Really cute.
Yeah, it's real cute.
It's really cute.
I like
well-
the Halo 5 Xbox controllers.
One? Oh,
And-
yeah.
As a long-term fan of this series, and well, I love Halo, but as a long-term
Yep.
fan of another series that was announced at Gamescom, the reboot for Saints Row,
Oh.
Okay.
because I was a huge fan of Saints Row 1 and 2. 3 is where I was like, okay. 4 is where I was like,
Okay.
all right, we're just saying. 4 is where I'm like, okay, we're just saying fuck it.
Yeah.
Have fun with it. Just fuck it. Okay.
I mean, Saints Row was always 1 and 2 were always a little bit more serious, but 3 was just like off the walls comedy, and that's what made it fun.
Mm.
Yeah, but like I wish that but the thing is like I wanted them to find a balance. I wanted them to find a balance between 2 and 3. To where
Okay.
we can have
Do
where we
you
can have that feel, but we can also have the comedy.
I have an actual question for you. Do you actually think the new Saints Row is good? Like, I want to know.
I think in terms of the looks and everything, it looks like it has the potential to be good, but I won't know until I see more on it.
Okay. Because I have no real like.
Mm.
I saw it. I said, "Man, it's Saints Row," and I just kept going. Like it wasn't like I hated it or anything, but I was just kind of like, "That's a reboot, all right."
I mean, it's for me. The thing is, like, if I play it, because they say they're probably aiming for more of a Saints Row 3-esque kind of thing, which I was like, that was a popular one, so it's probably a smart idea. But I'm hoping there's elements of 2 in it.
I believe, from what I'm hearing, it's like they want to go back to a more serious art style, but still retain like the whole like comedy charm of 3. Not 4. 4 was batshit crazy.
Like 4 was like it was fun to play, but in terms of like Saints Row, it's like, my God, where are we going?
I don't even know where. 4 is out of control, but yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens when it comes out. What is it, February?
It's a February 22nd.
Jesus fucking Christ! There's so many games in February. Everything got delayed to February. It's ridiculous.
Happy Valentine's Day.
That is the most ridiculous month for games right now. Like, I'm glad Pokemon releases on January because I don't know if I could keep up with it in February. Like, that's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, look at the list. I think it's King of Fighters 15 is that month. Horizon 2, Forbidden West, Saints Row. I think there's a couple other ones I'm missing, but they're all there.
It's all right there. And I know that Game Pass had a huge list of stuff they were adding.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep. But
didn't they have a bunch of indie games by some company?
Yeah, they have an exclusive deal with Humble Games. Humble Bundle.
That's what it was.
Oh, really?
So what it is that any Humble Bundle game that gets published by them, day one, it's a Game Pass game.
Nice.
That almost sounds like they bought Humble Bundle at that point.
No, they didn't buy Humble Bundle, but they didn't buy them, mind you. They have a publishing deal.
Nice.
So anything that comes out from them day one is now a Game Pass day one. So that's good.
I should kind of looking into that.
Okay. I'm gonna show you guys something because you got to see why I'm laughing.
Oh, okay.
Mark, is it okay to be on stream?
Yes, it actually is. It is okay to be on stream.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you sharing the screen?
No, I'm just gonna send it because unfortunately I'm on my phone.
Okay. He sent it like individually.
Did he?
First thing I see when I type in Game Pass.
Xbox doesn't want you to name your baby Game Pass.
Oh my god.
Who in the right mind?
Like, I need context. What happened?
What?
Oh my god.
What happened?
I'm gonna assume some dude was like, my baby is now named Game Pass Johnson. I don't know.
Game Pass Johnson.
GPJ.
Yeah, dude, GPJ, bro. Come on. Hey, yo, GP.
Yo, GP.
Hey, yo, GP, what you doing, dog?
You know, man.
Little do they know the last name of the baby is actually The Salt.
Oh.
Good lord. But I mean, Gamescom was good. It had some stuff in there. What else was there that was really fun? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, new trailer. Unfortunately, it's delayed till 2022, which is a bummer. But they're adding April O'Neil as a playable character, which is kind of cool because she's never been playable in any of the original Turtle games. So
nice.
And since this is based on 80s Turtles, this is best O'Neil. Like
this is the best O'Neil.
I was like, honestly,
yellow jumpsuit with her all, and she attacks with all of her like news reporting like tools and equipment. And then all of her.
I honestly thought it was gonna be Casey Jones.
Don't discredit Casey Jones just yet, because the way they put her on the banner, like on the main screen now, she's on the right, so there should be somebody on the left.
Yeah.
So either that, there's only two characters I can think of. It's either Splinter or it's either Casey.
Fair.
Oh, so apparently, Aaron Greenberg was chatting about this thing that happened on. He's someone from Xbox, and he said like,
I know
apparently,
who is, yeah.
Apparently, somebody like went into labor at the Skyrim reveal in QuakeCon in 2011, and they said they joked about maybe naming their kid, Dovahkiin after the main character. They didn't do that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
they did point out that someone did just that later on, and then Bethesda gave that person free Bethesda games for life.
Oh.
And then and then he
Double kick.
said
Double kick.
and then he said I also asked that no one name their baby Game Pass.
Please.
So that's the context behind it. That's funny.
Makes sense.
Is that a
He's like,
threat?
please, please don't.
And a threat? Oh no.
Or is that an invitation?
Oh no. Oh no. But yeah, that was a cool trailer for TMT. I need that game already, but I can wait. It's okay.
Mm,
I mean, I can't, but I want it. Let's see. What else did they show?
I mean, I want it.
I'm trying to avoid the bigger topic ones because I know those are like. Let me see what I wrote down on the Google Doc real quick.
Okay.
Since I'm actually on a PC, I actually can just pull up my phone and do this. This is great.
Nice. Is that Gabe? Unless it's Gabe Tact.
Ohio.
I think it is Gabe. And if it is Gabe, I think he's in a void.
I think he butt dialed.
Maybe.
Ohio.
Maybe. But let's see.
It's 6 a.m. for him. That's why I'm saying Ohio.
Right. But he's like in the future. Actually, we'll be seeing Gabe for a little bit for the D&D session.
And I'm Gabe.
Oh, there he is.
And I'm Gabe.
Yeah, I was over here just listening to you guys go wild for a second.
He's returned from the void. He's alive.
He's showing that no distance means anything to make a connection. It just looks bad. Like so early in the morning.
Jeez, what else did they show at Gamescom? That I'm trying to avoid the big ones.
Oh, really?
I was like, you want to mention King of Fighters.
I really do, but I'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was watching Maximilian Dude's like response to like some of the trailers, and there's the magic word. The magic
Lego
word.
Star Wars getting delayed to 2022 is hard too.
It looks really
good. Yeah.
That game looks really good.
A great Lego game.
Yeah. If we take a Lego game into consideration for what it is, yeah, it's really good.
They're always fun.
Yeah, dude, Lego games have never not been good.
Like they're fun. It's like
Indiana Jones 2 begs to differ, but
it's specific, but okay.
Well, see, I don't even recognize Indiana Jones as a franchise.
Oh. Apparently Disney does, but here we are.
But what are they doing with it?
But now that we got that shit game out of the way, yeah, no. Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga looks really good. I always like playing Lego games with my wife, so fun.
Nice.
Hopefully it comes out soon. I know it's coming out on every console, but at this point, I don't know how it's gonna run on the Switch. I'm a little scared.
Carefully.
Oh God.
Just pray for that fixed frame rate. That's all I can pray for.
Yeah, I'm praying for 30 frames, like steady.
Bro, I'm still just
solid
thinking
24.
I'm still just thinking that
you know what, 24 isn't too bad.
The entire remastered trilogy for Crisis is still going to make the Switch a grenade.
And I's also jumped into the chat. Said, Phil's married, in all caps and West question mark.
Yes, he is.
He sounds dumb as hell.
Anaya,
he was my best man at the wedding. Shut the fuck up.
Well, was he actually?
He was just there. He just showed up.
He's like, I have no memory of this.
I was just told there was going to be free food.
Shit. Well, I mean, I guess we could just. Oh, okay. Well, I got one. We can talk before we go into the bigger ones. Death Stranding, director's cut.
Yeah,
the director's cut.
That was shown off.
They just released Tsushima, the director's cut.
It looks like Death Stranding.
Looks like more Death Stranding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it looks cool. It's showing off features that people wanted in the original game.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff that makes it a little easier, like having someone help you carry those like packages.
Mm-hmm.
And then
is there a selfie photo mode?
No, well, no, but the ramps that let you like jump off with your bike, over like certain cliffs.
Mm.
That way you don't
Yeah.
have to keep walking around like tediously. It's trying to improve on a lot of things that a lot of people complain about that game to begin with. So in that
So-
regard, that's fine.
It's a patch, but sold as a director's cut.
Yeah. Essentially, it's like it should have been a patch, but they're gonna sell it as director's cut. It is a
Hell
PS5
yeah, good on
game,
that.
Yeah.
and I don't think these director's cut features are coming to PC. So that's interesting. At least not
Just
yet.
mod the game.
Improvement.
Here's your
At least
PlayStation.
not yet.
I still have my
Oh,
PlayStation copy, so I should
I
probably
forgot about
play
the
that.
I forgot about the race car.
Oh yeah, the
I
race
forgot
car
about
bit.
I don't know why the fuck that's there, but you can
It's
race
there.
around a whole track. And it's like all the vehicles in the game too. You try to do everybody in Ghost Trials.
Great.
Bruh.
Thank you, Kojima.
Oh.
I don't know what else to say.
Justin,
Yeah.
I want to finish that game, but I can't bring myself to start over for a third time on PC.
Oh.
Why have you started it 3 times?
You talking about Death Stranding?
So
Jesus.
once for the Let's Play,
Okay.
once for myself, and now because I don't have the PlayStation, I have to start over on PC.
Oh no.
Ooh.
That game has a very slow start too.
It does.
Have you never beaten the game?
No,
What the
I got
fuck?
I
That's
got
okay,
to
I
just
never
after
beat it
the
either.
apartment.
You
I've
You-
never beaten it either. Okay, I understand.
Marcus without words.
I
you
want to
got
beat it,
to
though.
the end of
The
it
game-
3
I like the
times,
game.
and you're just sitting there.
What'd you say?
Listen,
I wouldn't say the
You got
end.
to the end of the game, or close to the end of the game, at least 3 times.
listen, I don't blame them. The game is great. It's a really good game. But sometimes you're just not in the fucking mood to play it.
But 3 times.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe I can't justify the 3 times, but I know what he's talking about.
Like,
Well,
if it was
here's the
once,
thing.
even
I can
twice,
only
I'd be
play
like,
so.
okay, maybe I get it. But 3 times.
I ran out of background gameplay to do that's not recorded, but I wanted to keep playing, so I made my own startup on my profile for the PlayStation and was trying to catch up to where we were while also like doing my own shit. And then I fucking joined the military, and now
Well-
I'm fucking 6,500 miles away from the PlayStation that has those saves.
He could mail it to you.
Oh no.
Justin,
when you-
mail me your
Well,
PlayStation.
when you put it like that.
Yeah.
Well, wait, hold on a minute. Wait, no, we can say this can work out in a different way. As long as you have PlayStation Plus, you can just upload the save file.
That requires me having a PlayStation. And if
Okay,
I'm
well
not
then-
getting the 5, I'm not buying a PlayStation.
Okay, well then that's on you at this point. I can't help you. I tried.
You can help
the-
me by just
just get the
giving me a
digital one that's-
PlayStation.
You know how hard it was to get myself a PS5?
Just get
I
the-
can't get anybody else.
He's
No,
in
you just
Japan.
send me a
He's in
PS4.
Japan. The
I'll-
home
I'll
of it, it
accept
should be
it
easier
as a
there.
gift.
That was ridiculous.
Look, here's the thing. I'll accept a 4 as a gift, but I'm not going to buy one.
I feel it. And also, no, Mark, it's hard to get a PS5 in Japan.
Pain.
It's very
It's hard to get any new generation console anywhere in the world.
Yep.
Goddamn
It's
scalpers.
It's
Surprisingly,
all
though,
over the place.
Xbox winning Japan in this generation.
Well, that's only because Sony can't keep up with the PS5. As soon as they're in the store, they're gone. That's everywhere.
Because
Oh,
goddamn
I
scalpers.
should need more.
You
This shit's been
literally-
going on for 2 years. The
Yeah.
pandemic is going to have a shorter lifespan than goddamn no consoles to sell.
Pretty much.
There's also a huge baby boom right now because of the pandemic.
It's also like if you look at the sales charts for like the top 10 best-selling games of like the week last week for Japan, only 2 of those games were PlayStation games. The rest were Switch games.
Damn.
And
I also just wanna-
and I say that loosely because I think it was 5th place was Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut for PS5, and then 7th place was Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut for PS4. They counted it separately.
And I just want to point this out because I said that there's a huge baby. As a side note, there was a huge baby boom during the pandemic. I can guarantee you this because my brother and my sister-in-law, they just had their kid, and I know
Oh,
what's that.
that's right. How would that go?
Oh, that went great.
It was
He is a
born.
beautiful boy. He is so cute. He is
looks
very
like the
gassy.
baby one.
He's very gassy, just like his uncle.
That's
But the thing is, they had the smallest room. Like it wasn't even meant. They seems like it was not even meant for the maternity thing, bro. Literally every other room was taken. Every other delivery room, fucking taken.
I figured as much.
I was like, "There's that many people right now having fucking babies."
It's
I mean,
roommate
when you can't-
syndrome, don't you know?
When you can't work and you can't go outside, you're gonna fuck to fill the time.
But we can fuck.
I mean, I wish I wasn't working, but here I am doing my day job still.
That's fair.
You wish you were at home fucking.
I could be.
Who's watching, by the way?
I'm sure it'd be a much better time. But the point is, back to PlayStation. I was trying to curve that back into the conversation. I don't even know how I'm supposed to do that.
You don't have to. Justin already knows when I'm here. The conversation is going anywhere and everywhere.
Dude, it's like a boomerang that's off course. It's just never gonna stop.
Oh, I got it.
It's a boomerang and a hurricane.
But yeah, right now Sony's just can't keep up with production, which brings me to the next part of Gamescom. Horizon 2 being delayed to 2022 officially. I know it was rumored.
Actually?
We all know it was rumored,
Mm.
but they officially said it. It's coming out in February. And like nice that it's finally coming out.
Mm.
Not nice that there's no first party games this year at all. Like at all.
What a shame.
Meanwhile,
Like-
Xbox is just sitting here with a whole truckload.
Not even.
Me-
Xbox has
Meanwhile,
2
Xbox
games.
goes.
That's
more
more
than
than
they
they have.
Has gone
Horizon-
several years without fucking first parties.
Xbox over here has Forza Horizon 5 coming out, and then they also have Halo Infinite. And Halo Infinite's still a big maybe to me. Listen, I know they said December, but
I don't think it's making December.
I don't think it's making December either.
We
It's
shall
not-
see if the release date keeps up.
Listen,
All they have to do is kill more features, and yes, it can make it to December.
yeah, I was gonna say there's so many
I am
people.
willing to wait. As much as I love Forge and co-op, if it's only going to be a 2 to 3 month wait, I can wait.
You shouldn't be selling a $70, $60, right? Is it 60 or 70?
It's 60.
It's free.
It's
well,
free.
if you
I'll
have
give
Game
you
Pass.
that.
I mean, fair,
Well,
but
the multiplayer is free to play as well, if I remember correctly.
This is also true. The multiplayer is free.
but I want to play the
The
campaign.
game is. Yeah. See,
It's
that's the
goddamn
thing.
Halo.
Yeah, I know.
But I don't know. You can't be doing that, releasing a game like without basic features that have been there since Halo 1.
Tell that to The Sims and EA.
Well, that's EA. We can just like scrub them under the fucking carpet.
No,
EA
so the
like
funny thing is, when The Sims 4 came out, you couldn't build a pool, you couldn't build a basement, you couldn't have
Oh,
toddlers.
I remember. Good
And
lord.
it took what, like 2-3 years for them to finally patch that shit in.
But
for EA, it's like it depends. Sometimes you see them do a good thing, then you see them go do a bad thing, then they do another good thing, they do another bad thing. It's like
When is the last time they did a good thing, other than letting the contract run out on the exclusivity of Star Wars games?
Dead Space.
I was
Dead Space. I can't think of anything else.
I was gonna say
Wait,
like
Nope.
state all the love they gave for Battlefront 2.
Hold on. Nope. I'll give you right now. EA Originals. I
Oh,
like
yeah,
those.
that's fair. EA
I like
Originals-
those games. I like It Takes Two. What's the other one? A Way Out. That's a good one. And then
Oh,
the-
yeah, wait, okay.
and then the new
Well, that-
one that's coming out. What's it called? The one with the card. It looks like a crazy ass Tim Burton claymation.
Tim Burton claymation.
I'm not even kidding. That's what it looks like.
I got nothing. You guys are the ones with computers in front of you.
Yeah, I know. Hold up.
Bold of you to assume.
But-
Well, I can literally see these guys sitting in front of their setups.
Hold up.
But
EA
I'm gonna-
Originals.
I'm just
He's
trying to
running this
figure
shit.
out a way for me to like set up audio bits here, just so it doesn't like bleed into the mic.
Also, Justin, I wanted to cry earlier.
What's going on?
I wanted to cry earlier, bro. You want to know why?
Is it My
What's
Hero
that?
or is it something else?
Eternal Spear run. He had 1 health. He somehow managed to tap me, and I died.
Well, you know how it is.
Okay,
Pain.
I found it. Lost in Random.
First I've heard of it.
If you look it up, it looks actually really clean. But yeah, that game looks cool. That's a EA originals are fun, and I think EA just bought out Codemasters. No?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, they just bought out Codemasters, so they own all of they own Grid, F1 Racing. They own a bunch of racing games now. It's kind of weird. But I digress. What I'm trying to get at is there's no first party games on there's not many coming out this year. We
No,
really
We're,
only
we're
have
in a
Halo.
we're in a buffer year.
It's bad. Like like
I don't mind it.
we bought there's next gen consoles and there's nothing to really play on them.
Well, I mean, 6 people have a next gen console, so I doubt they're complaining.
I think PS5 already sold over 1 million or something.
Yeah, and it's owned by 6 people. They're
Oh,
still
yeah,
trying to sell them
scalpers.
for fucking $2,000.
But what I'm trying to get at is there really isn't a reason for people to go out and buy one. They're just what do
That
we
is-
what do we realistically have on PS5? Ratchet and
I don't
Clank,
know, dude.
Yeah.
Returnal,
Ratchet and
Demon
Clank is enough of a
Souls.
reason.
And then
Dude,
other third parties.
Dark Souls. That's it. And really, it's just third parties that have to pick up the slack. Because if we this is only first parties. If we take third parties, Tales of Arise is coming out.
Sure.
Lost Judgment's coming out. Call of Duty Vanguard is a thing, which I know is gonna sell.
Well, Call of Duty always sells because people are gonna not want to play a Twitch shooter.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, like, first party wise, it's pretty lackluster. And I understand that COVID's a thing. But some of these are like, you should have just not said it was coming out this year. If you knew damn well it was what was happening. Sony has a very bad tendency of doing that. They'll say a lot of things and then they just keep delaying the game over and over. Like Last of Us Part 2, which got delayed like 4 times.
Nice.
That was the thing, yeah.
Nintendo is at least doing all right.
Doing all right, yeah.
Yeah, they got first party games coming out all year.
Pretty much.
And confirmation that Pokemon Legends is still happening in January means they're not backing down from dates. So, all right. But yeah, no, it's just kind of weird.
So I think I'm alone in the fact that I really don't care when games get delayed.
No,
Like,
hold on.
even if it's
hold on a minute. I do not care as long as the game that comes out is actually good. Like if you're delaying it for a good reason.
Right.
Well, for me, whether it's a good reason or bad reason, I think for me it's just all right. It'll come out eventually, maybe. Like as long as nothing goes Duke Nukem Forever and takes fucking 20 years to come out.
Just about to say Duke Nukem Forever. Hello.
Look, somewhere between on time and 20 years later, I'm cool with.
I think you over exaggerated. I think it was like 14 years for Duke Nukem Forever.
That's hardly an exaggeration.
Yeah, at that point, yeah.
Yeah, well, if it feels long, that's like half our fucking lifetimes. But yeah.
Thank you, Anaya. Eventually, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, hey, Metroid Prime 4 is looking like that, so I hate myself for saying that. That's okay. I completely hate myself for that.
After saying that Nintendo's been doing a good job on it.
Hey, they gave us Metroid Dread. I can live now.
It's fair. Yeah, that's a fair point.
Honestly, there's going to be people that say Dread was better than Prime 4 anyway, so...
Honestly, I think that's kind of the mood of it was like when they said like, unfortunately, we have nothing to show for Metroid like Prime 4. So check this out. And it's Dread, and we're like, oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's cool. Cool. Just bring it to me.
Honestly, I just want a new F1 series or an F-Zero.
And so does like fucking everybody in the world, but apparently there's not enough new features on a console to justify an F-Zero game. That's their fucking excuse.
You know what though? I'm not even gonna worry because I'm pretty sure if I head down to a game store, I could just buy Mother 3. How you guys over there? Can you go down to a game store and buy Mother 3?
He really just said that.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a good time. I fucking can't believe you right now. If anybody with no context, he's in Japan, so fuck you. I'm heated right now. But I don't have any buts. Go over to the store and get me fucking For Whom the Frog Bell Tolls, please. That's all I gotta ask.
Wait, what?
It's a Nintendo game for Game Boy. It's great. Or you may actually have seen it in Smash. It's the little dude as an assist trophy, and he turns into a snake.
Huh.
His name is Prince Sable. He kind of like sits there and he has a little cape and he does the point, and then he turns into a snake or a frog and he jumps on you and like tries to hit you.
How is the retro scene in Japan?
It's very good actually, thriving like hell.
Oh, you're. Damn, we shall go.
Yeah. I like their prices are actually good. Except for the ones that are like Mother 3. But anyways. But yeah, I think it's kind of crazy that they really did release these next gen consoles this early. And even if they are new games, they're coming out on older consoles. There's really nothing to justify a PS5 or a Series X. Halo Infinite, you could just play on an Xbox One.
I mean, the PS4 and the Xbox Ones, they did the same thing where for like the first year and a half, all of their quote unquote exclusives for that console were also available in the previous gen.
There's the key word though, year and a half. We're already going to hit year 2 soon.
True.
It's true. But it's also a different time too.
Yeah. Like I think what's the Trails of game? Trails into Reverie, or sorry, The Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie is a 2023 game that's on PS4.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
So like, damn.
I mean, nobody complained when the PlayStation 2 is still getting things after the PS3 died.
I'm pretty sure only Brazil got a bunch of games. We got some.
So.
No, we got some.
We
But
went
Brazil was like,
Well, we went all the way to FIFA 14.
yeah, I know. Holy shit. And no, I mean, there's still Just Dance, right? Getting released on the Wii.
That fresh Wii release.
That fresh new Wii release, baby.
Get to dust off that old Wii U.
Wii U.
Oh yeah.
No, dog, I'm putting out the Wii for this one. Component cables and all.
Have you seen that picture?
Mm.
The fucking dust off that old Wii U picture.
Someone literally just collected dust and just like imprinted.
Yep. But I think that was the really crazy one. Was Horizon finally confirmed for 2022? Nickelodeon All Stars, baby. Nickelodeon All Stars got 2 more characters. Got 2 more characters that got revealed. It's Cat Dog and April O'Neil, which is it's April O'Neil's summer, and we're just living in it.
Mm.
Hell yeah.
And it's good April O'Neil.
It's the
best
80s
April
one?
O'Neil.
I just saw the jumpsuit. I was like, it's the same one.
It's the jumpsuit April as it should be. But now, from what I've seen, oh, that echo.
It's also doing part because I get the echo too.
Yeah, I know. It's from Gabe's.
Mm.
But
Move the mic as
yeah,
far
it's
human as
definitely
possible.
from Gabe's. But the issue is that there's only 6 characters left for Nickelodeon All Stars. They already confirmed they were only going to reveal 8 more, and 2 were going to be at Gamescom. And so, if you really take
Still there.
all the rest of the facts, we still have Aang and we still have Korra because they're in the silhouette.
Yeah,
And then
for sure.
I think Ren and Stimpy are going to be a 1 character, like Ice Climbers.
All right.
Other than that, there's only 3 characters left. So people are mad that April got in because they didn't need another TMNT rep.
Look at say, like people are gonna get mad about the slots too.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, but I mean, we'll see. If the game does good, they'll probably do DLC. So
probably, yeah.
Just let it die at that. Do a good old fashioned game where it's like what you see is what you get.
damn. See, you know what? I don't even mind that because sequel potential would be great.
Hmm.
That's how you build a sequel. But yeah, I want to play it. It looks good. It actually looks very fun.
I just need
I
them to
can't believe
do a
I'm saying
trailer
that.
where they're not dynamically like zooming in on characters, please.
I know. I need an actual like normal gameplay trailer.
Hmm.
But I trust
Entry.
I trust the developers.
Where's the UI?
Ludosity does really good work with Slam City, so
Hmm.
I'm assuming this is going to be just Slam City, but with Nickelodeon characters. I'm still maining Powder Toast Man. That's my main.
Understandable.
I gotta relook at. I might stick with Nigel Thornberry just because it's smashing.
It's smashing. My God. I think Anaya is playing Zim.
Zim
Probably,
would be
yeah.
a good one.
Probably would.
Yeah. But
I have
it's
to look at the roster again.
we got a pretty decent roster, but I feel like they could cover just a bit more, you know, like there's still no Fairly Odd Parents character.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's still no Angry
Where's
Beavers.
Jorgen?
Jorgen Von Strangle, dude. No, someone said Juandissimo Magnifico.
That's fair too. You
Yep.
know what?
Juandissimo, baby.
I cannot concentrate.
Concentrate.
Monkey, stop! Monkey,
Oh,
I cannot concentrate.
That's so good. That'd be my main. If Juandissimo got in, mark my words, I would try to main him as much as I could.
Mm.
But speaking of fighting games,
Mm.
I'll just go into it. Fuck it. Fuck it. It's King of Fighters 15 time.
King
baby.
of Fighters 15.
King of Fighters 15. Shatter all expectations.
Like literally 3
They
seconds
were
later.
all right.
Roll back netcode.
That's it. That's all I needed to hear. I don't think you understand how big that is because Samurai Showdown was pretty much dead on arrival because there was no rollback.
Yeah. Hmm.
Like the online was terrible.
Oh.
It's good. The game is great. Samurai Showdown is one of the best fighters of this generation. But the online was suffering. And the fact that they added and implemented rollback netcode into this game, oh, it's so good. So fucking good. I believe the confirmed release date is now February 17th. I think so.
Oh yeah, that's
it's
right.
in February.
It's in that little pack
Yep,
of
it's in
February
February.
games.
39 characters starting roster, which as a King of Fighters fan, that's okay. That's not the best,
I heard it was
but
kind
it's
of
not the
underwhelming.
worst. It's not underwhelming. It's just that King of Fighters is a series with like over 100 characters,
Damn.
10.
and
You'll get 10.
14 started with a roster of 55.
Jesus.
So
Nice.
it's kind of 39 is fine as long as the characters are all like fun.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
And,
balanced
they
in a
still,
way.
yeah, and they still have to reveal characters. This isn't just like they just showed off all 39 and called it a day. There's still characters to be revealed. The new characters that got announced at Gamescom, it was 2 new characters. They're 2 new girls. I don't remember their names, but they have really cool designs.
Mm.
And one of the girls looks very important to the story. She's the one with the headphones because she kind of looks like
yeah.
she's related to Shuhei,
Hmm.
who is the hero? Who's the hero of this story arc?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And speaking of heroes, they added Ash, and that's cool.
Ketchup?
No. I wish. But no, Ash is the hero from the 3rd story arc. And he's dead. He was supposed to be dead in the canon. So the fact they have every single hero that ever existed in one game finally.
Bring them back from the grave. Like damn.
Yeah,
really?
pretty much.
Dead ass. Oh man.
They really said that. Yeah, that was funny in the trailer. But Ash's team has not been revealed. They haven't revealed who is going to be in his team.
Mm.
So I'm wondering who else could it be? Maybe Elizabeth. Elizabeth would be a cool returning character because she wasn't in 14. She was in 13. But yeah, I don't know who else is going to reveal. But on top of all this, they did reveal that there is going to be DLC and there is going to be season pass. That is going to include 2 teams, so that's 3 characters each, 6 total. So I'm wondering if they're going to sell DLC as teams, who they're going to add together. Because this game already has some wild ass teams compared to some of the other games in the series. I think like Athena, and I'm trying to remember the other girl. It's Athena, and Yuri. They're a team. And that's like so weird because Athena always has the Psycho Soldiers. But oh well. That's okay because my boy Terry's in, baby. So
He has a new costume too, right? Well, not new, but
nah. Terry's got his old ass 90s costume. But if you pre-order the game, you get his Garu Mark of the Wolves costume. That's
I heard some excitement about it.
Thank you. I wanted the brown.
Well, my excitement came because I'm still looking at stuff for Nicktoons.
Oh yeah.
And a picture that I found online. Somebody reminded me of a greatness that existed, and that is the magnificence that is El Tigre.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I want El Tigre in the game. That'd be cool. But there's only
nice,
6 slots left.
3 slots.
3 slots. Really 3 slots, but yeah.
El Tigre could be one of them.
That's a high hope. That's a real high hope.
It is.
I know everybody wants XJ9, but
yeah,
everyone does. Yeah.
We'll see.
Just throw Dora in there.
Which Dora though?
Dora the Explorer.
Okay. All right.
Y'all ridiculous because if the backyardigans don't get a rep, I'd be pissed.
Oh shit.
I could do without the backyardigans.
Where's my boy Pablo?
It's my boy Pablo, baby. If Wonder Pets don't get a rep, I'd be pissed.
Oh, shit.
Wonder Pets. That's where it's at.
Yep. I'll be.
You know what? I want all grown ups dill.
Dill. I think they purposely only added Reptar because they couldn't put the babies.
Yeah,
they
couldn't condone it.
Yeah.
Don't fight babies.
But
you could totally throw Tommy in there with the screwdriver.
They could have done that.
You could have, but I think that was the only game or the only character they were allowed to get.
Damn.
Can't fight a baby.
Tell
that to mother.
So it would have to be Reptar and like midlife crisis stew.
Midlife crisis stew. I feel Grandpa would be pretty good.
Oh shit! He actually has military experience.
Yeah, he has military experience.
Nah, you gotta get Angelica's mom.
Oh hey, whoa! I'm trying to play a fair game. I'm not trying to get sued.
And she plays just like Zelda, where she has a stand instead of actually fighting you, and it's Jonathan.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Horrible. Horrible. But yeah, King of Fighters 15. I can't wait. That's my favorite fighting game series of all time. It's gonna be fun. Just show me more characters, goddammit.
Yes, please.
I want to see more. And I think that's all the big Gamescom stuff. And that also killed a lot of the topics. Quick topic: Monster Rancher. Anybody remember Monster Rancher?
I do remember Monster Rancher. It's like I played it like the one time.
It's like the reject cousin to Pokemon and Digimon. Like,
yeah.
It was like the third wannabe Pokemon that was like in that same period. I remember watching a bunch of like the anime, like Pokemon anime, then Digimon, and then like I kind of skipped Monster Rancher, but it was there.
It was there. It exists.
But I guess Koei Tecmo is bringing that series back, kinda. They're gonna remaster.
This was so out of the blue.
Yeah, they're gonna remaster Monster Rancher 1 and 2, and they're calling it Monster Rancher 1 and 2 DX.
Nice.
And it is coming to the West because apparently they've done newer games, but they've never left Japan.
Oh, it's one of those cases. Okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
This one's actually coming to the West exclusively to PC, mobile, and Switch.
Appreciate the love for Switch.
Yeah. And they're the PS1 original games.
It's
So
nice.
Ugh, this game looks terrible.
did you look it up?
I'm looking at it. It's terrible.
It does
Yeah,
kind of look
It's
harsh.
essentially it's Pokemon, but instead of catching and evolving, you have to breed them. That's what the rancher part comes from.
I figured as much, but like I'm looking at it, and I I don't know what kind of style they're going for.
You just had to be there, dog.
Like
You had
I'm
to-
looking at
You
it,
had to have been there
and
for the moment.
You had to been there.
it's all over the place.
You just had to have been in the 90s, bro.
I was in the 90s.
But that's a thing, yeah.
I have 1998 memories.
Whoa. I think that's it for all the game stuff that I had written down. I have actual couple other things, but they're not game related. Kind
I
of.
say, yeah.
I know Mark has some game stuff, but I don't want to. Did he talk about Blastoise getting into Unite?
He did not, no.
All right, we'll keep that for a minute. How
Oh,
about
yeah,
you?
He's
yeah.
on mute
Don't
as well.
just completely erase what we just said from memory.
Well, did he talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel yet?
Not that either.
Okay, so we'll keep his game
So
stuff.
we'll just talk
last
about
then.
Chris Daughtry instead.
Oh my god. No, I'll let him go over it because I love music, but I don't listen to Daughtry like that.
Like that.
Are you gay?
Whoa. But we can go into Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yes.
Yo,
So
they did it.
I'm trying to go into this movie with absolutely nothing. So I'll probably skip out on this part.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Oh, you're trying to go with absolutely like nothing in the trailer?
Yeah, like people are like, "Oh, they're not gonna release a trailer." I'm like, "Hell yeah! I could finally fucking see a movie blind."
Wait, hold on. Did anybody actually believe that?
I don't know. I've yet to do anything.
Hmm.
So I heard that they dropped the trailer. I'm like, I'm not gonna watch it.
How
Alright.
about this? Mute, like lower our volume so that way you don't just leave out, and then we'll wave like this so you can come.
Yeah, I
back
was
to the
gonna say,
next
you
topic.
could just like,
Wait, like this. Oh shit! Give me a second.
All right.
I'm mute. All
or
right, so I
you can
muted you,
deafen.
and now I'm gonna mute Justin. Okay, bye, Justin. I love you.
I love it.
Oh,
Okay,
Too
but
late.
look.
I muted you before you got it out.
Oh, no. You really did cut off like that?
Yeah. All
Okay,
right.
but look.
He died. All right. Well, real quick, let's talk
Oh.
about Spider-Man.
Okay, Spider-Man.
Damn, that was a fucking sick ass trailer.
Ew, oh my god.
Good lord.
Hello, Peter.
I don't even. Hello, Peter. Bam. They really don't need to show anything else. Like
They really don't.
I can wait till the movie comes out now because that
Me
trailer
too.
was enough.
Well, I was also the same way with Metroid Dread before this latest trailer, so I was like, okay, I'll take more.
That's fair. But it's exactly what everyone thought it was gonna be. It's multiverse stuff. No Way Home.
Yes.
They can't. That it's in the title. Starts off exactly right after Far From Home, so that's cool.
It's good.
Yeah, and then they confirmed we got the confirmation of Doctor Strange being a major character.
Yeah.
We got the confirmation of all the villains. They're all in that trailer.
Yeah.
All the villains from the original Sony movies are in that trailer. You can kind of see Lizard's tail.
A little bit,
see
yeah.
Electro and Sandman.
Mhm.
The pumpkin bombs.
I didn't see Sandman. What
Goblin.
the? It's like, hold on.
Well, when you see Electro, right, and he's shooting the electric,
Mhm.
he's blowing up sand.
Jesus. Oh no.
Yep, it's Sandman. And then you got William Dafoe's voice doing that part where he says, "Be careful what you wish for, Parker." It's beautiful, fucking beautiful.
They know what they're doing.
They knew exactly what they were doing. And then you finally got confirmation of Edward Molina showing up as fucking Doc Ock.
Beautiful,
Hey.
like.
It looks so goddamn good. There's a lot of theories revolving some of the stuff in there, but I don't really want to get into theories.
Yeah.
We have no idea. This is multiverse shit at this point. We have no
Yeah.
idea what's going on. I just want to say that the movie looks great. Trailer has me convinced that it's going to be one of the best Marvel movies. And apparently everybody thinks so because the trailer already broke records.
The trailer broke records.
The trailer already outbeat Avengers Endgame trailers.
Oh, geez. Damn. But it's also good.
Crazy.
It kind of has a little bit of the nostalgia factor that hits it too.
Yeah, it's that and like having to see all these actors on one screen from like the old days. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. And they haven't even said anything about Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield, but they're pretty much confirmed at this point.
Yeah. I was wondering like how they going to, because I think at this point, like when you watch like a more recent trailer of something and like watch like how the movie ended up, you it's kind of now interesting to see what you see versus like what you're going to expect. Because like I guess like for one like instance, this is a pretty small one where was Far From Home, they literally took out like that trailer scene from the actual movie. The sequence like at the restaurant.
They did. It really just depends on what they're gonna do with it.
Mm-hmm.
The trailer did exactly what it's supposed to. It's supposed to come out, show us exactly what the movie's about, and that's it.
Yeah.
It was perfect. And get everybody hyped.
Yeah, which it definitely did. And it's like, oh.
Dude, that trailer dropped like 5 minutes before I started the stream, and I watched it twice before I started the stream.
There.
I was like, I can't. I'm gonna have to delay myself for a minute. Hold up. It was fucking awesome. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. It looks so goddamn good. Probably my most anticipated Marvel movie this year, because it is this year, December 17th.
Wow, dude.
December 17th.
December.
They're sticking to it. They're sticking to that date. So let's hope.
I'm really hoping.
Yep. Let's hope, because we still got to get through Shang-Chi next Tuesday. Wait, Tuesday? Next Friday.
Oh, geez, dude, that too.
Yep. We got to get through Shang-Chi. We got to get through Eternals. So.
Hmm.
And then that's just movie-wise. We still got to get through Hawkeye, and we still got to get through Miss Marvel.
Yeah. Where are they at with that? With
Miss Marvel should be the next show after What If.
Okay.
No, I don't have a What If update. I didn't get to watch it.
Damn.
Did you?
Mm.
Okay, so then we're in the same boat.
Okay.
I was going to watch it. I had sat down, I had made dinner, I was gonna sit down and watch it. And then my sister showed up and she goes, "Oh, I'm gonna see this too, but I'm gonna see it with my boyfriend." And I was like, "Oh, I can watch something else." I was like, "Oh well, never got to it."
It's fair.
So yeah. Spider-Man, great. That's pretty much it on that topic. Yeah.
Okay.
Yup. All right. Gabe.
Oh, yeah. The Q.
The Q.
The Q. I heard a little bit of like noise from Gabe. But Gabe, come back.
Baby, come back.
Baby, come back.
And you can blame it on me.
I was gonna say, Gabe. I'm not sure if this is the signal.
I'm back. It took me
okay.
a while. Because I have you guys on my phone, and you guys were like a little window.
Oh.
And when I tried to make the window big, it was fucking up, and I was like, "God damn it!"
But yeah,
Technology.
next on the list. Did you guys see the screenshots for Cowboy Bebop?
I did not. I didn't even know. Well, actually, I think I remembered something about Cowboy Bebop getting something live action or something about it just being in the word.
As traditional, as Netflix is, they bought the rights to do Cowboy Bebop live action because that's Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
They showed off screenshots. I think it was like 4 of them. I mean, it's a Netflix adaptation, all right. I don't know what else to say. I'll give you this much. John Cho looks great as Spike.
Okay.
He looks kind of cool. He looks all right. I forgot the actor's name, but Black? Yeah, Jet Black looks good.
Hmm.
I don't like how Faye looks.
It happens.
There's something off about Faye's design, like the way they designed her costume, but I don't like how Faye looks. I guess I'm just used to the anime so goddamn much that I just don't even want to.
Right.
I don't even want to believe it's true. But they got a real life corgi.
Nice.
They did it.
They got it
That's
right.
all they got it right. Well, kinda. They're not using Ed.
Mhm.
Ed is not in the live action.
Not in it at all.
No. And I was like, how are you adapting Cowboy Bebop without Ed? Unless they're not showing Ed on purpose. But Ed's not there.
Hmm.
That's a vital part of the story.
That's what I said. I was like, huh?
They'll find a way. And
I don't
as
know.
is, they'll make a way to present it without really presenting it.
Yeah. But if we are interested in watching it, it comes out in November. I'll probably do it out of curiosity. Cowboy Bebop's one of my favorite anime, so. But I don't expect high hope. It's okay. I have my entire series on Blu-ray over here.
It's
fine.
okay. When there's doubt, I'll just watch in the movie.
When
from
there's
back.
doubt, I'll just watch the original. It's fine. But yeah, that's all my topics. We're just gonna finish Mark's, but Mark over here muting himself because he's tapping into Destiny.
Mark, where are you?
Marco.
Mark?
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Mark, I can't talk to you about that. That's confidential. Anyway, how's your sex life?
I wasn't expecting to go that far.
In a minute, bitch. I love that movie, but yeah. That shit was so fucking guts when he said that. Don't touch me, motherfucker. Oh my god, dude. But yeah,
Let me see, where are we at actually? Because we're
only
actually close to
and
an
25
hour and a half. Wee.
Okay, how about this? Message him real quick. Let's message him real quick. Be like, Mark, where the
Well,
fuck
say
you
he's
at?
not on Destiny, but shit came up.
I'm assuming shit came up too, but just to make sure. Because if not, I'll cover his topics real quick. Maybe not Daughtry, but
Well, he said that like less than a minute ago.
Mm.
oh, did he say it to us on Discord?
Yeah, it's in the DangIT Podcast crew chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Whoops. Whoopsies. All right, then, if he's messaging, do you want me to cover your topics? I can do it.
Okay.
He said, yeah. Okay.
So look at this. Sorry, that's the wrong one.
Look at these photographs. Oh, I don't know. It's all butt rock to me.
I don't even remember what was the last Daughtry's like song I ever listened to.
It's all butt rock to me, or that's what Nolan would say.
Hell yeah, butt rock is where it's at.
Yeah, dude.
This is true. Time and time again.
Here's a dang it trivia. Do you know what song Nolan considers the best butt rock song of all time? Like he thinks this song is like the king of butt rock.
No, go for it.
Fuck, I don't know.
Lips of an Angel by Hinder.
That.
Excellent. I don't know the song.
You really? Yeah, you do. Honey, why you calling me so late?
Yep, that's the one.
That song is fucking butt rock, dude. It's great.
Okay.
I just remember Nolan always telling me like that song is the king of butt rock, and he loved it.
Oh,
And
Lips
he
of
would-
an Angel by Hinder. Lord.
Yep. he said it every time. And he was like, every time he heard it, he would laugh his ass off. Like, oh my god. Blastoise coming in to unite.
That's good. Now we got the
Finally.
trio
God
together.
damn. They announced Blastoise first, and they still like announced 3 characters before him. Ridiculous. But he should be arriving next
September
week,
something?
September 1st. Yep.
Yeah.
Yup. Good shit. And I did see the trailer for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. It's gonna feature over 10,000 cards throughout the history of
So-
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Is that a new trailer?
Yeah, I think that's cool,
Hmm.
along with the fact that they have like a whole tutorial set up for people that have literally never touched a card game in their life.
Appreciate it.
It's really cool. And
Yeah.
I think you can.
And then just like the worldwide tournaments, that's awesome as well. So
Ooh.
everybody can get their ass kicked by little Japanese boys and Korean girls.
Where's the one
That is-
turn like Exodia summon?
That is where Yu-Gi-Oh! Is played the most. But yes, it is cool though. It is really cool to finally have a console game that has these many features. I'm hoping they show off a trailer that shows off like you can play certain rule sets through the era.
Mm.
That'd be really cool because then you could build so many different decks.
I just want to play Dual City.
Whoa. That's a good one. Yeah,
I wanna-
trailer looks good. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel looks really cool. Did anybody pick up the last Yu-Gi-Oh! Game on Switch?
They had Yu-Gi-Oh games on Switch.
Yeah, Legacy of the. No, I'm wrong. Legacy of the Duel is something else. Give me a minute. I
There
know
was a
it's called
Switch game.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Something. It's recent.
It was recent?
Yeah, it's recent.
Damn.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'll have to double check on that too.
But it's right here. Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution.
Huh.
I clicked on WarioWare for some reason. Give me a minute.
This is your instincts, Phil.
Yeah, duh.
Don't even worry. Just know that the last
Yeah, that's what I
Yu-Gi-Oh game
saw,
that I
yeah.
played was a World Championship Tournament 2004.
Goddamn.
I played that on my Game Boy Advance SP.
Good lord. I appreciate that.
Right
yeah,
along
no.
with the first fucking Pokemon game I ever owned and played, which was a Pokemon Sapphire.
I'm just gonna shut my mouth, but it's
I was
okay.
gonna say, wait a minute. I know where this conversation is going.
Okay, I've already fought with almost everybody in DangIT for this. It's fine.
Mark's feelings are
What
gonna
is
get
it?
hurt
What
in
is it?
3, 2, 1.
That- Gen 3 is my least favorite gen.
All right, cool.
All right.
Yeah, that's it. But Mark's like, what?
I feel it. Honestly, the best gen is every gen that has a Growlithe in it.
I can agree with that actually.
Yep. Yeah. I
If
can
they
agree with
they
that.
include Growlithe anywhere.
Yeah, if Growlithe wasn't in the game, even by name, then
Well-
worst game ever. -1 out of 10.
Doesn't every game have Growlithe?
Not every, right? Like not like just naturally like encountering it.
I don't believe so.
Maybe not Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
Maybe not Black and White either. 1, 2 might have it.
Yeah, I've never tried like Ultra Black or
Yeah.
White. I
I
don't
have
think X or
Ultra
Y even had that either.
I have
This-
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon sitting here, and I just never played it.
Hey, you got it for the collection?
Yeah, that's pretty much why I got it for.
That's pretty
No,
much it.
we took me and the old roommate took a like gamble with GameStop. It
Hmm.
was both games for $15, and so we just split it. So I only paid $7.50 for Ultra Sun
Nice.
or Moon because I already had Ultra Sun for some reason.
All right.
So that's how I got both, and then I just had to end up buying a case. And there you go.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. But yeah. That's about that. I think that's it. Oh,
Yeah.
well, I did want to end it with one thing. Because I realized I didn't skip it, but I wanted to keep it for like a last thing. And that today officially is the first anniversary of Chadwick Boseman's death.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was one of the worst parts of 2020. I was like,
Mhm.
God damn, they really took our king like that.
And think he knew, like he had
And-
always known, and he still carried on with his acting anyway. I was like,
Yep.
damn, dude,
That's-
legend.
That's great. And like a lot of people know him as like T'Challa and Black Panther in Marvel, but he
He's all-
also played was it what's that rock legend? He
Hmm.
played him in that movie. That was one of his first movies.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it's Chuck Berry, but I feel like I'm wrong on that. But yeah, he did incredible work, and it sucks that he's gone. And I really hope Black Panther Wakanda Forever makes sure that they pay respects to him.
Yeah, I
And
think
he's
they'll,
kind of
yeah,
the
they'll
only
definitely do it.
he's kind of the only reason I want to watch What If. Because I actually heard that his episode was really good.
It was good.
Isn't it What If T'Challa was Star-Lord? Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
something like that.
So, yep, rest in peace. I'm sorry. That's the worst, but rest in peace, my boy.
So circling back a little back to the Growlithe thing, I looked it up,
Oh,
and by my criteria, the worst Pokemon games are Blue, Silver, Gen
damn.
3, Soul Silver, Black and White, X and Y, Let's Go Eevee, and that's it.
All of the games that I played, got it.
Damn.
Makes sense why. It makes a lot of sense. No, I was gonna say Blue is the game I chose when I played Gen 1. Well, really Yellow, but and then for Gen 2, Silver is my favorite game of all time. So of the Pokemon games.
Yeah.
It's trash. You can only get Growlithe through trade. Same thing
Well,
with
yeah.
Blue.
Yeah. So damn. And Black and White is my second favorite game, so
Also trash.
no. Great. 'Cause I don't have to see a
Whoa, whoa.
Great. I don't have to see a Pikachu till post game. That's all that matters.
This, all right.
It's trash because you don't get to see a Growlithe at all unless you
Period.
trade for it.
Unless you bring him over.
Interesting
Oh.
enough that.
Mark was triggered by the Growlithe. But yeah.
What did Mark have to say?
I think that's it. If anybody else has anything else to bring up.
I don't think so. No. I also had to like prep and get ready for the whatchamacallit's D&D session with Christoph, which is happening in like
Nice.
less than half an hour. So.
Nice. I have to get ready too. I'm going out tonight.
Oh, nice. At some point, I need to go back and grab that XLR mic.
Yeah, for real. I was like, you were here the other night.
It's
It's just chilling here.
It's just vibing over there.
Just vibing. It's just chilling over here.
Yeah, I'll retrieve it at some point.
Next stream, you'll just see it in the back chilling. I'll make sure it's visible. Like,
I was like,
Taunting you?
yeah. But yeah, I think that's about it.
alrighty. In that case, we'll go ahead and call it. So, you guys have been watching and are listening to episode 375 of DangIT Prodcast. My name is Justin,
I'm Gabe.
And I'm Philip.
and thanks for watching. Hashtag bye, everyone.
What? There's gonna be a Saints Row reboot?